Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. So in the last episode we progressed in both Eder and Xoti's quest lines, and in this episode we're going to probably progress more into Edar's quest line, which will take us to a few places. But first let's get out of this Temple of Gaun and head to the Sacred Stairs. Okay, so there are a couple of places we can go here. We can go to Temple of Beraths. There's the Hanging Sepulchres below that we can take a quest down in there. I think we're still a little too low for that one. So we're going to head on over to the Spire of the Soul Seers. And there is a quest we can complete here before we move on to Edar's quest. Let's head over there. I want to make sure that my settings are correct. My characters. I think the bear.
Your supplies here.
Yeah, let's do that. Alright. And I think for Xoti, let's get her on fighting.
Yeah.
I think Eder, yeah. So we need to change him to the swords. Alright.
Hey,
Let's grab this here.
good thinking.
Head on in.
Yeah?
Let's go to the roof, which is up here. I'll grab this stuff here and here.
Yeah?
Alright, there's a lot of dialogue, so I might not read as much as I have been doing. There's
Burned.
Yadwin.
Well, that won't do it all.
She's a companion, a possible companion. Grab this stuff here real quick. Let's talk to Yadwin and have her join our party. So she is a Valayan. Actually, she is from Valaya, but she is a pale elf. Hey. Yeah, she is one of the Glamaphelin.
Hello, my apologies. I didn't see you there.
Yeah, so she is a Iderian, and her accent's Iderian, and she's a pale elf. And she examines you. Let's, are you alright?
I am fine. Is there some reason I shouldn't be?
And she calms down.
Which is not to say I do not appreciate your concern. I do.
So she settles her spectacles on her nose as she does, so you notice her hand shaking.
I, like the other scholars here, am engaged in the study of the soul sciences. Was there something you needed, or may I return to my studies?
She smiles. So a drop of blood falls from her nose. She pulls out her handkerchief and wipes it away. You're bleeding.
Indeed. I apologize if you find the sight of blood unsettling. Though, from your appearance, I would expect you to be well acquainted with it.
I am.
In any case, why are you here?
Your accent isn't Valian. Why do you dress like one?
Just a bit of culture I've picked up along the way.
And she has the old Valayan style.
I admire their tailoring tradition immensely. It's much grander than clothing one finds in the white that wends.
It's marvelous. Who's your tailor?
I am, of course.
Alright. How did you come to be Neketaka?
It is a mundane story. I sought out the ship with the longest oversea route departing from the Republics and booked passage. I had intended to perform a handful of experiments regarding the nature of souls that could only be done safely at sea.
I know of no animancy that must be done strictly at sea.
A fellow researcher? Then perhaps you will understand.
Understand what?
I've long been fascinated by the nature of entropy. Nothing is unaffected by the passage of time, excepting souls. Supposedly.
She smirks.
Is it not possible that repeated reincarnation damages a soul? Could the process of reincarnation itself be responsible for some of the many ills that plague the souls of Kith? I deduced that it was possible to escape the cycle. Escape Berath's grasp. To remove one's soul from the wheel.
I'm afraid that went right over my head.
I suppose I was wrong to expect more from you.
Stop dancing around my question. Tell me what's going on.
If you insist. With the aid of a device of copper and Audra, I have uncoupled my soul from my body, freeing myself of Berath's wheel. I belong only to myself now.
I commend your dedication to the craft.
You do? Perhaps you would be amenable to me traveling with you on something of a permanent basis?
She cringes. Sure, you're welcome to come along.
Truly?
I just know we're gonna be the best of friends.
Thaklat, traveler. I am grateful.
She clasps her hand in yours, pumps it quickly, and releases. After a quick pat down of various pockets sewn into her coat, Yadwin nods sharply and rests a hand on the hilt of her rapier.
I have all that I need. We may depart at your leisure.
Alright. So she is a cipher and a rogue. We already have a cipher. We don't have a rogue cipher. She could just be a rogue. I think we should go with rogue cipher. We probably won't play her as much. She is kind of fun to play, but we won't be able to take her along because our party's pretty much set. I could switch out our healers. Actually, let's not do that right now because I need to have stuff off of her to give back to him. So let's just take it the way it is now. Alright.
Sure.
Let's talk to this person here. Alright, so this is Flaunalette, and she is kind of wrapped up in her work.
You're early. I'm sorry, but we aren't ready to look into your condition yet. You can have a seat over there. Hope you don't mind heights or birch.
She narrows her eyes at you.
You aren't one of our patients. Ah, Madiko, you that watcher. Sentere, I'm sorry. It's been a busy time here. You don't mind if I talk and work, do you? What can I do for you?
She turns away to scrawl a quick note. You work here?
Not the coziest place for it, is it? But the open air, the lightning specifically, is a boon. Lets our mages have a rest now and then. Good test of the equipment too. We're working on making it less delicate. Our junior researchers are still a little soft.
What are you working on here?
Glad you ask, Amika. Very glad. We are very excited about the work here, and we are always looking for volunteers. We've catalogued a number of interesting properties unique to Luminous Adra, but there are some very specific qualities we are investigating. Qualities that a watcher happens to be uniquely suited to exploring. You're just what we're missing.
Well, I'll be happy to help however I can.
Gelarde, what a relief. You won't regret this. Let me run you through the theory, and we'll get to the test itself. Luminous Adra has special effects upon Kith. Even to the humblest, it offers some small improvements. Rejuvenation, vitality, the kind of thing you sell to people back home, ne? But what about those who have already harnessed their own essence? Consider the talented cutpurse, for instance, who can cross a room by slipping briefly into another place. The world between. Luminous Adra holds enormous quantities of essence, the kind of energy we can't replicate or restore. And these formations have a kind of connection to each other across the in-between. I believe we can harness this connection and your natural abilities to transport a person across great distances in a moment.
So you could say travel across the city.
That is the very least of it, Amika. We've only managed short jumps thus far. I'm hoping that your own gifts will make the difference. We've collected a number of illuminating readings, and our machines are ready to harness the Adra's essence. But for the moment, we are effectively blind when it comes to targeting the next pillar. Now, if someone were capable of sensing that essence in the in-between, even of manipulating it, someone like a watcher, for instance.
You want to use my connection to the Adra. I could target a specific pillar.
Precisely right. We've had luck with shorter jumps, but those were as much spellcraft as science. The idea is for you to focus on the next connection point. The machine will use that new link between the Adra veins to create a tether, as well as provide the energy for you to jump effectively. What's really exciting is, so long as you are holding that connection open, your companions can jump alongside you.
And there's no risk I'll show up missing limbs or nothing?
The next pill is due east of here, in the middle of a farm. It's not as tall as this one, but you shouldn't have any trouble finding it. Oh, and don't worry. We paid the farmers.
Alright, let's do this.
Gelardi. All right, Watcher. Remember, focus on the beam of light. It ought to be like stepping through a door. And remember, don't...
This look right to you? Yeah.
Let's grab some stuff while we're here. You get a lot of these residues while you're here.
This is why I safeguard the souls in my lantern. Traversing hell ain't always as easy as it ought to be.
Alright, let's get this guy.
It's immune? Oh, that is so cheap.
You know what?
You need my help? Hey there.
Let's head down here, down the stairs. We'll find another party.
You up there, run!
We have to go. Can't. No, please. Help! Of all my people.
Oh, my guy died. Let's kill this thing.
Oh, that is so cheap.
I cannot die here.
Is our party correct? No, that's weird. Huh.
Hey there.
Okay.
We're all in this together.
Anything over here? No. Let's go back down here.
Anyone else see that?
It's not a very long area.
I conquered every city of the Grey Lands.
I beg you.
Alright, let's get our enemy on him. There's a few mobs here. Actually, we need to get him on this guy. He's like the hardest one. There we go.
Must be cheating somehow.
Where am I at? I'm way over here. That's weird. Let's not, yeah. She's gonna die if she's single-handedly fighting this guy. Let's power surge. Oh, I have no uses left. Okay. Oh well. I can at least get her some healing.
Need something stronger. Yeah.
Alright, let's get this guy down. What is she hit with?
I don't understand. I'm hitting it as hard as I can.
Just evening the odds.
Out of my...
Hey there.
Not quite. Let's switch over to these.
Ever seen a
Yeah, that's better.
do that?
I can't get through. I'm with you. I'm sorry, but you have to be stopped.
Ready.
Alright, let's do this.
You need to hit with something
Let's make him an enemy. There we go. Not too bad.
I'll do what I can.
Get all the stuff from this place.
The beast.
Alright, so this is this thing starts talking, this face. That's pretty much what this says.
What have we here?
And it's Rimmergrand.
A wayward watcher has wandered into my realm. Whatever should I do with you? You did not receive an invitation to my realm, Herald of Berath. Tell me, why should I not grind your soul to dust?
So this guy doesn't play around. He actually will kill us if we let him. So I don't want to provoke him. That could be useful to you.
But I have no need for a vassal. Everything I desire, I do for myself. Embrace oblivion with open arms, Watcher.
So he starts to whip up a chilling wind that's could shred my soul to a cobweb of tatters. If I do this, he actually will kill us. So I'm gonna say wait. Alright.
Do you fear dissolution after all? How droll. As much as it would delight me to scatter your soul, you belong to Berath. I will spare you that fate. For now.
Say nothing.
Now, on to the matter that brought you here. Your Animancer friends meddle in things beyond their comprehension. Were I not the generous creature I am, you would have died. Be sure to tell the Animancers that they have failed, and that they have drawn my gaze. I will not hesitate to obliterate them if they irritate me again.
Say nothing.
You might prepare yourself, Watcher, for something wondrous is on the horizon.
What does that mean?
You will soon learn. In the meantime, enjoy the world as you know it while you can. And do send my regards to your Animancer friends.
Alright, Rimmergrand's voice fades.
I'll never stray again if
I'm gonna
you
grab
just
all
keep
this.
me away from Rimmergrand.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all this stuff here. It's hard to find all the bodies that you can loot.
Of winter.
Let's go back. Alright, let's speak with the lady,
Watcher.
Flan.
Can you hear me? Oh, thank the gods. Thank Helia. Merla, you had us in a panic. I don't have to tell you it didn't work. The current spiked and you went completely still, breathing but nothing else. We sent for the physician. Myself, I was about to try throwing some water in your face. What happened? Did you feel any pain? Do you remember anything?
I think I ended up in the beyond. She raises her brow.
What was it like?
It was terrifying. Well, now what?
Sientere, Watcher, truly. It seemed we sent your mind further afield than intended, and without the rest of you in tow. Not entirely outside our predictions, but not the result we wanted. We have stipend for volunteers. You're welcome to the sum of it. I hope it goes some way toward earning your forgiveness. Just as I hope this hasn't put you off helping us. We just have to adjust the current, give you a chance to control your flight, for want of a better word. We're all very glad you're in one piece. We'll have a look at the machines, figure out what went wrong. Until then, I'm sure our friends at headquarters will want an update, and to see I haven't done you any permanent harm. We'll send word when we're ready here.
There we go. This is completed.
Sure.
Let's head down back to the sacred stairs. Okay, so now we're back here. I'm just gonna leave this zone and
You're a follower of the light?
The light? Oh, you mean... well, depends on what you mean by follow.
Maybe you heard earlier? I follow Aethys too. Mostly, in a way. I mean, I am a child of the Dawn Stars, even if firstly I'm a Gaunite.
That's good, I guess. For you.
Oh, maybe you don't want to talk about it. That's all right. Surely, some other time, then. Was it the way I said it? Or maybe I'm in need of a washing.
yeah. Anyways, so let's head back down to the boats, and this will trigger the quests for Eder. Alright, so this is the encounter you have. A familiar voice calls out to you.
Hold a moment. You asked about joining the Vanguard. I may have misspoken before. There may yet be a way for you to join them. In good conscience, the partisans cannot allow faithless outsiders to try and corrupt our members. Therefore, it is better we do not permit you to leave at all.
So it's Agna, she wants to fight us.
Say a prayer to the Shining God, and you may be a part of his Vanguard yet.
Alright, let's get in here. I'm just gonna go straight for who's the highest damaging person. I think these are all just pretty weak. And then Eder can go straight to this person. Actually, you can get him on here.
Something else.
Yeah, Bear, you can go here. This guy, and then let's get some dragons, and we should be good to go.
What can I do you for? Didn't work.
I'm on it.
This should be pretty fast.
Yeah.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Actually, I can just get some spells. Let's do lightning.
I see where you're going with this.
I'm gonna lightning this person here. Oh, I missed her.
You sure you want to do this?
That hardly seems fair.
We can bramble her. Let's try that.
You need my help?
What can I do you for?
Let's go.
Oh, it's immune? Oh, that is so cheap.
Of course. Here we go.
Ain't you got the
What do you
decency
need?
to die?
Alright, not too bad. Come on. Oh, this person's still in the shell. Okay. Let's get you back on here. Yeah, this is
Okay.
gonna be annoying.
Don't see why not.
Hey there. Hey there. Cutting you down to size.
What do you need?
I had a hunch they might be idiots. Just didn't know how big. Baron, he's gonna be getting on that ship from what it sounded like.
Alright, so we have to keep going down to the boat.
Hey, I wanted to ask you something. It's about Xoti.
Alright, whatever.
She means well. I can see that. And she's spirited, and if I was still young and didn't know the things I know, it'd be different. But anybody got that much faith in any god, let alone Aethys? I don't know how to talk to someone like that. Not these days. I get why she's like that. And I was there once, long time back. But it's 'cause of that I can't see a way to respect it. I'm no good at hiding it from her either. I don't see this getting better.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter. There's more to her than you're giving her credit for.
Doesn't seem like she's any different than what she shows.
She's a Dawnstar, but she doesn't worship Aethys. She worships Gaun.
Same thing, really. That's just her trying to find a way to worship Aethys that makes sense to her. I guess that sounds familiar now that you mention it.
Yeah. Anyways, let's get the stuff here, and then we can head down to the boats and trigger the quests. Radar. Alright, so this is the place we need to go. Let's head on over to that. Yeah, get to the Vanguard ship. Yeah, so we have to do this one. Let's go to this boat here. We're faster than they are, so we can catch up with them pretty quickly. Yeah, so he wants to fight us. Darian Bosch does. Yeah, we have a pretty big crew. Get you in there. I want to get him on these mages. So let's see, who's a mage? This is a mage. Let's get you here. You should be fine there. Okay, and we can get some spells cast. Getting damaged. I'm getting hit by somebody, but it doesn't matter. I have so much healing right now. I can always use my priest to heal. This person right here is just waiting right now. There we go. Yeah, pretty easy.
I'll handle it for you. Can do.
I need to sell this stuff. We have so much. Alright, let's go below deck.
The others have drunk, Baron. Their souls make their way to Aethys. This isn't the time for hesitation. It's the time for faith. Come. Let us show him together.
Yeah, so he has like a poison, essentially.
No, kid!
Baron nearly drops the vial and catches an awkward hold of it in between his forefingers. And his gaze drifts up to Eder. He stares with dull eyes, as if he's trying to place him.
What is this? You aren't one of my flock. How did you get here?
Eder ignores Bosch, keeping careful eye on contact with Bjorn.
Lower that. Let's talk.
You don't have to do this.
You've got a lot to live for.
I would be alone in this world, were it not for the light of Aethys.
He looks at the vial of liquid.
What is faith if it isn't tested? These people are willed here by Aethys to challenge you. Make him proud.
I will make him proud.
Listen, the gods aren't really gods. They were built from the souls of ancient kith. You have to believe me.
I know that's a lot to take in. And maybe harder to believe than anything your cult leader is saying.
Yes, it is.
Aethys has come just as I said he would. There will be no other chances.
Eder fumes at Bosch.
He must be in need to reach out to us.
Effigy's eyes, kid. You think your tiny soul's gonna change his fate?
Eder is right. On the margin, the impact of a single added soul would be infinitesimal.
Right, that's the basic idea.
But he has called for us.
Bjorn stirs the liquid in the vial. He draws it above his shoulders, held out before him.
History doesn't look kindly on deserters, Baron. Nor will your god.
Hard to blame his deserters. They got to live. Meanwhile, his last vanguard got burned right out of the world, bones and all.
I've come this far. How could I be forgiven for failing him now?
I'm sure he'll come to forgive you in time.
He's the god of redemption. You'll be all right.
No. Redemption and forgiveness are different. Redemption is making up for your failings. I could never make up for abandoning my God in his time of need.
Draws the vial up with the inches of its mouth.
It's now or never, Bairn. Will you abandon your God, or will you come to his aid?
Listen to me. You gotta listen, kid. Bairn, during the Saints' War, me and my brother, we had a choice to make. It was just like this. We saw it different, he and I. He chose our God. I didn't. I'll never see him again. And I don't know where his soul is now. But I don't think Aethys was around to save it. You're gonna stay here. There's better ways to serve your God. You can build something in his honor. Like I did. A town, a temple, a good life. Maybe not a statue.
Bjorn raises the vial to his lips and inverts it.
No, stop!
In 2 labored gulps, it's empty. Bosch, with a satisfied smile, follows his disciples' lead. Minister Taru and combine with Ripple Sponge. Okay. You rush to Bjorn, whose body convulses head to toe, his jaw is clenched tight. Timing the move between spasms, you manage to wrench open his mouth and thrust an antidote down his gullet, snatching back your hand before the next spasm causes him to bite down. Stroke downwards in the outside of his throat until he relaxes and swallows. Bjorn drops to the floor and continues to convulse. However, you can hear his breath finding more room through dilating windpipe. Seizures run their course, and finally they release their hold on Bjorn, who lies on his back, breathing steadily.
That's a miracle like I've never seen.
Why? Why am I still here?
Aethys' cause may have been worth joining, but you're still too young to make that choice.
I should be there. I should be there. I made my choice.
Well, we made you a better one. You're gonna have a long time to think about whether you chose right. It's not as clear as you'd think, trust me. If one day Aethys comes asking where you were when he needed you, you can point him to me. He and I, well, we got things to discuss anyway. For right now, let's just get you home.
Alright, so that was most of Edar's quest. We have to go to Hisango. Let's head there and we can wrap this up. Okay, so this is the last part of Edar's quest. He looks up at Bjorn. He just walks away.
Bairn.
I'm not sure what you want to talk about. I have my life, and I know it's because of you. I know I should be thanking you. But the truth is, I don't know if I want to be here now, or what I'm supposed to be doing. And I still don't know what to say to Aethys when I meet him one day.
It should be the other way around. He's the one who owes you an explanation.
Bjorn avoids Edar's gaze.
You hear me, kid? He owes you.
Bjorn gives an absent nod, still looking down, and says no more. Okay. That's gonna be it. We did get Edar and our Watcher leveled up. So we will take care of that in between episodes. But for now, that is going to be it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.